Hello my friends, today we are making this granny patch triangle. They're really versatile and super easy to do. If you know how to do the granny square, this will be easy. I made this triangle to make this skirt. So at the back, I actually needed a little bit of allowance for the booty. So this is what it's for, but you can also make really cool things like bandanas for your best friend like Chucky has here. This is what you'll need: a crochet hook and yarn. You can use any that you like. And these are the stitches that you'll need to know. You'll need to know how to chain stitch or chain up. And the double crochet, it's yarn over, insert your hook, pull through 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the final 2. Let's get started. Okay, so I have already attached my little triangle to my skirt because that's the project that I'm making with it, and maybe it's what you're working on too, but this is how we begin. So you want to make a magic circle, which is taking your yarn, put the tail end between or on top of your 3 fingers, bring it around, and then you're making a little X right here. Take your hook, go underneath, and bring that yarn through. Just like that. And so then you've got like this little circle here with the yarn. So this is making the camera not focus, so I'll remove that. So you've got your little tail piece here and you've got a really large circle. From here, you're going to bring your yarn over your hook, and it can be really tricky, so just make sure you're holding everything nice and tight. And you're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. If you like, because it can be tricky when this circle is quite large, you can just pull it a little bit tighter so that you can have some more control, and I like to make it like a double loop so that the tail comes back around. So you have your 3 chains here. That's actually your first double crochet. We're going to put 2 more in here. Okay, so yarn over, through, 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm doing 1 more. So you have your chain of 3, which is your first double crochet, a double crochet, and another double crochet. And then, just like the corners that we do on our squares, we're going to chain 2, which is going to act as your first corner, and then another 3 double crochets in this circle. And this is where it kind of has a little bit more control, so this is where I probably like to pull it just shut a little bit and then bring this tail around so that you can crochet over the top of it and things can be nice and secure. And then it gets easier. It gets easier after this. I'm sorry. So I have a chain of 3, 2 double crochets, a chain of 2, and 3 double crochets, and this is what it looks like. From here, now you can pull this string, and this is where it kind of starts to take form, and then it takes shape into this little triangle here. So the tighter you pull this, the closer together these ends are going to be. So because I want mine to have a somewhat straight edge, I'm not going to pull it too tight. So just make sure that it's the shape that you want it before you go pulling this one too tight. From here we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and where this double crochet is, you're going to put 2 double crochets in between that double crochet. So I've got 1, that chain up was my 1, this is 2, and this is number 3 here. So you've got your leaf. From here you're going to take your hook, yarn over, and do a double crochet straight into the top hole there. So you're going to skip these 2 double crochets and go in the hole that you created, and you're going to put 3 double crochets in there. See, the hard part is over. And now it's just going to be really easy to place this together. So 3 double crochets, and then straight into the hole for another 3 double crochets. This is your corner. So 2 chains, and then another 3 into that same hole or that same gap. Three. And you can see it's taking this triangle shape. From here, yarn over, and the same thing that we did at the beginning, you're going to skip these 2 double crochets and go in between that one at the end with 3 double crochets. And this is basically the whole pattern that you're going to take. So now, chain of 3, turn your work, and into that space again, right after that first double crochet, put 2 more. But this time, because we now have spaces that we're working into, just like you did with your square, chain 1, 3 double crochets in here. So it's only the beginning that you skip your chain. Then after that you go back to chaining. Chain 1 into that top gap with 3 double crochets. Chain 2 because this is your corner, and another 3 double crochets into that same gap. Chain 1 into this next gap that's been created here with 3 double crochets. Chain 1, and then into, skip 2 crochets and then go into just 1 before the end, just like you did before. We've been here before. So we know what's happening. The yarn is creeping up on me. And this is what it should look like. So this is basically it. You're just going to keep repeating that. Chain 3, an additional 2 double crochets in the start, and then chain 1, and then in each hole you're putting 3 double crochets, except for in this corner, just like you would your square, you will be putting 3 double crochets, a chain of 2, and then another 3 double crochets. So because my squares were all 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to do this for 5 rows as well, so that it can be half that square. So I'll complete that and then we can come back together and I'll show you how to finish it off. Okay, I'm on my last row, so I thought we could do this together. So I'm at my corner, I've just done 3 double crochets. I'm going to chain 2, another 3 double crochets into that same gap. Chain 1, and I've got 2 gaps. I've got 3 gaps. So I'm going 3 crochets here, 3 double crochets here, chain 1, 3 double crochets here, chain 1, and 3 double crochets here, last chain, and then 3 double crochets in between the first double crochet and then the following 2 in that first leaf or that first petal. The last one. Oh my gosh, these are so much quicker. I mean, they want to be when they're half the size. There is my completed triangle. This is how you will count your rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to tie this off, I will chain 2, just like I did with the squares. Cut my yarn, pull it through, and tighten here. And just like before, you can block this if you want. I just kind of bring my hook in and really make the corners pointy. And then again with this magic circle yarn, you can still adjust this. So as long as this is here, you can adjust this. So if you wanted it to be, I might just show you. So if I pulled that really tight, it would just be a straight edge, but it kind of curves in a little bit. That's why I leave it to have just a little bit of space. To secure this, you're going to do just like we did in our granny square video where we feed it through and hide it. So I'm not going to do it with this tail, but I'll do it with this magic circle tail. Thread your yarn through, and it's kind of going this direction, so I'm going to go back in the opposite direction for a few threads. And then I'm going to come back again. Maybe I'll go up here. I'm going to pull it a little bit tight and cut. And there it is, all hidden. So here is my triangle. Now you can make some really cool things with these. You can, this will be the same pattern if you wanted to make like bandanas, then you would just like put your chain along here and make it really long afterwards, or you know, you can do whatever you want. So for me, I'm using it to extend the hips and booty part of my skirt because my waist is obviously a little bit smaller. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you so much for watching.